Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday to have some fun for 2 hours, which is what we're going to actually, it might be extended today. You never know. Some of us may just stay along for a little bit longer because we got a lot of stuff to get to in the show. Now, you may be saying, Lonzo, what are you going to get to? Well, that's a good question.
Hey, Lonzo, what are you going to be getting to?
Okay. Well, see, you're not supposed to speak because now they know you're back. So that whole thing that you wanted to do,
Hey, Lonzo,
we can't do that now.
Hey, Lonzo, what are we going to be expecting, man?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Am I allowed to talk right now?
I don't know. He was pretty adamant before that he didn't want you to talk.
No, it's okay. You can talk, man,
Okay,
because
all right.
I don't know.
He's like, Cameron, I want you to shut up until I get done talking.
Yeah, that's basically
Then
what he
you can
said.
talk.
Yeah, because you talk way too much, and so I can't do the thing that I want to do.
I don't know who you're talking about because there's nobody in this room but us Americans right now.
Okay. Yeah, because you sound completely American.
Dude, I got it, man. It's okay.
All right. So anyway, if this is your first time tuning into the Upstate Pulse, it's all that plus one more voice, but he's not talking yet because he has tact and couth and stuff.
Dave's not here, man.
Yeah, exactly. All right. On today's show, we are going to be talking about dirt, and I'll explain that in a minute. We're also going to be talking about Happy Batman. By the way, Matthew, happy Batman Day.
Happy Batman Day.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not saying it to those guys. And we are going to be reviewing Agatha All Along and the first episode of Penguin, which is excellent. I'm just going to tell you right away. And the passing of an icon, especially someone who even Odie would know who it is.
Who's that?
Once I say it. AI Takeover. We got Ask Odie. We got Signs of the Impending Apocalypse. We also have someone who's going to get shot in the Nerf wall. But because Matthew's only going to be with us for an hour, which we're still lamenting, we're still sad, we're still all those words that you could use for sorrow. The fact that Matthew, forlorn. That's us. We're forlorn. But you know what? We're also blessed because we get him for an hour. So there's that.
We'll save forlorn.
I just want to say it's so good before we get into the show to have the crew back together, including Cameron.
Hi.
Who's actually been here the entire time.
How are you doing tonight, guys?
All right, less is more, apparently.
Someone's heading up to the Nerf wall tonight. Don't know who it's going to be, but I got a bad feeling about it.
All right, here's the reason why he doesn't know, because there's a tie. And even though
I
Cameron
haven't known for several weeks.
Yes, the Tim rule is in effect. If Cameron is actually a member of the tie, that means he could possibly face the wall for the second time. Matthew is also here.
I am also here, and I have my dice to determine the loser of that tie.
Whoever is tied. I know who's tied. I would tell you who is not facing the wall, and that's Rob Brown. So I mean, I think you guys figured that out.
I don't like you.
Yeah. Anyway, so also Odie's here.
My subjects out in Radioland, I have returned to fill your ear holes with my voice of reason, anarchy, and all of the stuff that goes along with that. You are so welcome. You can thank me later for coming back. And I don't know why I'm doing a British accent, but there you go.
Most pompous accent you could go for, right?
I think so.
And now for something completely different. Back to the show. All right, so
some dude just rolls up on a plinth.
yes.
Listen, I like my plinth, okay?
Okay, keep your plinth wherever it is. All right, So let me tell you that if you would like to be a part of this here program, the text line is 71307. Please put flaccid in the beginning of your text because Tara hates it. And you know what? I'm all about trolling everyone. But really, it's nostalgia. We've been here for nearly 10 years. It'd be 10 years in March. And, flaccid is a thing that if you are an OG back in the day, you know what that's for. And if not, we'll explain it again eventually. Also, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. No Instagram today because I forgot how to do it because I'm old. And well, that's just the truth. I just forgot how to do it. So anyway, and I'll remember how to do it eventually. But actually, I ran out of space because everyone's here. So I had to use the space for other things. at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse if you want to check it out. We already got a bunch of people on stream, including our guy Chris. So Chris posted a little bit earlier, and he actually messaged Odie about it. And here's something that some other people who I don't know. Steven isn't here right now, but Steven last year fell off a ladder and broke both of his arms.
Yep.
Well, Chris decided, sounds like fun.
Do you want-
I think I'll do that.
Do you want some sad music for it?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Yeah. So here's the thing. Chris went up on the ladder and it became a German discotheque.
It did.
And
Falling off the ladder, it's
it-
the fun.
fell off the ladder. And
The last thing he said before he fell off the ladder was the Germans.
yes, and then he fell off the ladder, and he's now in the hospital. And we wish you well, Chris. It sucks. I know at least 2 of us have been in the hospital before.
Yep.
So, and I guess the right one. Matthew, you ever been in the hospital?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Well, you
all
were-
right.
you
I
were
mean,
born
were
in
you-
the hospital?
You've
No.
taken me to the hospital
Yeah.
before. We've
All
all,
right,
been
all
to
right,
the hospital.
all right. When I say in the hospital, I mean there because you broke something or you were sick or something.
They could never break.
Actually,
me.
yeah, I know you have. I should have thought of that.
I
Yeah.
also, aside from that one thing, I have also broken a bone when I was a kid, like
Okay.
3 or
All right,
4.
all right, all
I
right.
don't even remember it that much.
So hopefully, Chris, you're being taken care of by the fine people at the hospital. If not, you'll get out of there eventually. Yeah. There's that. So, well wishes for you, and we're glad that you're relatively okay. Yes, and it probably was the fairies. You're actually right.
Fight
It
the fairies,
probably
Chris.
was.
It's always the
fairies.
fairies.
It
When in
is.
doubt, fairies.
Blame the fairies. Okay, and again, happy Batman Day today.
I
Oh,
don't get it.
what.
Why is it Batman Day?
The 3rd Saturday in September is declared Batman Day. It just happens to be this day.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna get to that in a minute. But first, and this is not me wanting birthday wishes, but my birthday was yesterday. But I have a major question I need to ask everybody who's listening right now. What age is dirt? Okay, when they say he's as old as dirt, what age is that? Because I don't know if I'm dirt yet. And we've had this. We actually literally had this discussion, my family and I. So Matthew, when you think old as dirt, is if you ever thought that, but I know you've heard the term before. What's the age you think of in old as dirt?
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm not saying. Anyway,
That boy is fitting.
I would probably. I think it varies person. I think it's less of an exact age and more of an actual physical condition. Because, like, I've known people who are in their 70s, but were still very physically active and healthy as a result of that.
Mhm.
But there's also people who are in their 80s or 90s, or even before that, or in their 60s or 50s, who are just degrading in health a little bit to where it does feel like they are much older than they might be, or are their actual age as you would generally consider it. And that would be when you start getting into more of the old as dirt, quote unquote.
okay, Cameron.
I think it is more age, but I would probably say it's more 70.
All right, so I asked my daughter this question, and I
I was
believe
about to say you said that as if I was in there, but I think it was you and
no,
Raven.
no, we were all having the conversation, but I think you were just out.
Dave's not here, man.
I
Yeah,
might be-
exactly. I think you were out. I think she said 90.
That's also.
But
I
I
feel like
agree.
79.
I agree to a degree with what Matthew is saying because I'm not moving real well right now, so I might actually fall into that description. All right, as the
But does age actually? That's more of
old as dirt, though. I mean, when you think it, and she said, "Well, about old as fertilizer."
still-
No, because you're dead then.
It could still
If you're
be some-
fertilizer, you're dead.
It could still
Yeah.
be some good quality dirt that can still
It
hold
could
up
be.
stuff.
Could be surface dirt. It's not like deep down dirt. It's not quite mud.
Oh, I like
No,
the
no,
I like
no,
the no, I like the deep down dirt.
Do you?
The,
I
the
do.
deep down dirt is where all the nutrients
That's
are.
yeah.
Yes,
that's true.
That's where your
Okay.
nitrogen
Deep
and
down dirt's
potassium.
better.
All right. So as the second oldest guy in this room, Odie,
Yeah.
what do you consider old as dirt?
Again with Matthew, you're as old as you feel, man. And I've seen like
But,
I've
but
seen,
here's the thing. I mean, but this is you looking at someone, not looking at yourself, looking at someone else and thinking that person is old as dirt.
There's a physical aspect to what I was saying too, though. Like
Yeah.
you can see it to a degree.
yeah, you can.
Mhm.
I would say up around 90. But then again, some people don't even get to 90.
That's
And, yeah.
true. Although I think the median age or the average age of a male, I think it's like 78 or something
Yeah, I
like
think it's
that.
something along
The
that.
average lifespan of an American, I believe, is like 77, 78.
But here's the thing that I do.
I am not 77 or 78, by the way.
Here's the thing I do. And
It's
it kind of scares me.
76.33 years.
Oh, it went down a little bit.
Oh.
That's not just men though. That's all.
Oh, okay.
So
'Cause
it's probably a little lower for men because
I
I
thought-
believe women is usually a little higher.
Yeah.
well, the members of my family live to be an older age. I had an Uncle Merlin, I think lived to be like 112 or something like that. So-
Uncle Merlin.
yes, I don't know. Could have been that Merlin.
Could have
could've
very
been-
well.
I
He
had
could've
a
been.
great Uncle Merlin.
He would have been great Uncle Merlin, I think.
Oh,
Well,
He was
listen,
he was my grandma's brother, so there'd have been 3 greats. I
it would have
think.
been 3 grades.
And in all fairness, if a guy is called Merlin, then he is the greatest Uncle Merlin.
I will tell you, it
Did
was
he have a buddy named Arthur?
he
or-
was hiding in Kentucky, and he was pretty tall.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you were that Merlin,
Did he wear a
you
big
hide in it-
hat?
well, yeah, but you know,
Was it pointy?
then well, it probably was at some point. But when you get older, things happen. So it's
Kind of drooped down a
yeah,
little bit.
well, I mean,
It would appear that my hat has become flaccid.
this was
Ever
way
so slightly
this-
droopy.
this was way before
I've had that
medication
in my
was
wand.
available.
You
I
want-
mean,
I've got a cane, but it doesn't help with my flaccid hat.
so anyhow, old as dirt. Text line 71307. All right, texter says born in 65, and wife says I'm biggest kid she has ever seen. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I was born in 68. By the way, I turned 56 yesterday, and I think Cameron and I last Saturday on the way home were having this discussion about being a grown up and what it is to be a grown up, because I don't know what that is, and I don't know. I think being a grown up. I mean, technically, when you're 18, you're a grown up according to the government, right?
Yeah, but come on.
But
Yeah.
or you're an adult according to the government when you're 18.
Hmm.
But what is grown up? Is it? I've always said that someone said, oh, "I'm going to take your man card." It's like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. It's mine.
And just like
First of all, if you have to
my-
fight me for it, that's going to be rough for you.
my
buddy.
manhood, my fandom, so many different things. I define what that is,
Yeah.
not society, not somebody else telling me this is what this is. I refuse to conform. It's not being contrarian. I think you decide what that is. Is it the same thing with being an adult?
Yeah, my wife says many times that I am not an adult, and I don't want to be. There's no point. It's no fun. It's a trap. Get back.
I think the main thing is that the idea of being a grown up is just a dumb philosophy in general.
Mhm.
It should be less of a focus on that and like that term, and
Yeah.
more about maturity in the moments that matter.
In the moments that
All
matter.
right, all right. You know who
yeah.
came up with that being grown up?
Yeah,
People who are older than dirt.
older people.
Old people older than dirt.
It's the people who are older than dirt.
Yes, who
Okay.
decide what's being a grown. We need to take a break.
Dirt people. Are
All right,
old.
give me your
Dirt people are old.
give me your definition of being an adult, if you even have one. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of dirt. Me too, Trey. I would still be a Toys R Us kid, but
I am.
they keep saying they're coming back, but there's like a small portion in Kohl's or something, and it's just like not even any good toys in it, and it's
I remember when all
I
the
don't
Toys
know.
R Us closed. That was sad.
yeah.
It was
I
a
still
dark day for
I
us
still
all.
have some. Actually, that hammer back there is from when the Toys R Us closed. I've got almost all my weapons of correction in there.
Was
from
there,
Toys R Us.
was there a Toys R Us jingle over here? It was like Toys R Us.
I
Toys
don't
R Us,
want to
Toys
be.
R Us?
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Oh,
There's
so
so
it's
many
different.
Toys R Us that I can play with.
So it
There's
was-
more to it, but I can't
okay.
remember it.
Oh, yes,
More
one of my
games, more
favorites.
something, more video games. There's a long jingle.
Okay.
If you fall off
Are
a
you, Chris?
ladder and you recover, you are not
No.
as old as dirt.
Yeah, because if you fall off a ladder and you are as old as dirt, you just stay there in the dirt.
You just become dirt.
Yeah, you become dirt. You do.
But you're
Yeah.
not dirt. You're alive, and it's good. Probably doesn't feel particularly great.
I hope
but
laughter doesn't cause you pain, because if so, you're watching the wrong show.
Are we funny?
we're gonna get a letter from his hospital.
Daggum stinking funny's what we are.
Dear Mr. Pulse, on Saturday night last, you were laughing, and all of a sudden, young Christopher, well, he got hurted. Now, we're not going to say where he got hurted, but it hurted him. And all of a sudden, we got called. We're liking to inform you that we no longer wish to for you to hurt our patients with your laughter and your funny ha-has. Please stop.
we are having a really hard time of.
All right, you killed me
doing the
there for a second because you sounded just like Finn Balor. It was so weird right at the beginning. It's like it's Finn Balor. He's in the room. Fergal.
Fugel.
I think his name is Fergal.
Fugel.
Actually,
Fergus.
Fugel.
Fergal.
Fergal. Just a lot of patients coming down with a case of split sides.
Are you aware of that online meme?
I
That was terrible.
heard it, but
Well, I appreciate all the people that are around my age that are tuning in and talking about.
I
So,
don't know if I like my camera angle. You can't see the buttons. Change my camera angle.
good luck with that. That camera sucks. I mean, where the positioning of that camera, side view for you is fine. Side view for me is like,
Oh yeah.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
so
his
I-
head is square.
That boy is great.
That is a big old square head.
He'd move. Look at the size of that boy's head.
Yeah, but mine's not spherical.
I don't know if you got
It's
the
like a
ones
cinder
that-
block.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just-
I'm Sonic. I'm getting all the stars. This is like,
He'd move. The old beard
well,
is
then
getting long.
don't do the ho ho,
It's getting
then, Chris. Just
Yeah.
do the ha ha's.
Universe.
The ho hos are worse than the ha ha.
The beard is getting sticky outy. It's getting
Oh,
Egyptian looking.
ho.
No, you can't be no. You'd have to have the goatee for it to be Egyptian.
It is.
They don't-
Is it a
they
good?
don't have. Yeah, it's a goatee for the Egyptian thing. Yeah,
No, they
Wait,
just
what?
had the point.
the Egyptian point thing. Yeah, but it's not a full
Oh,
beard.
yeah.
No, but I don't have a full beard. I just have.
Actually, yeah, I think it's just the goatee.
It's
I mean, there's
also-
no
It's
mustache.
also known
involved.
as the Jafar.
Is it?
Ah.
Probably not back in the day.
No, because Jafar had a mustache.
He did.
He did.
Because it
You
was
also
so.
gotta like get it to zig and zag. I want
Yeah.
you to do that now. Do the Jafar. Do it.
How? My beard is
Do the
long
thing. Do it.
You got this. I believe in you. Do it. No, eventually. No, that's Iago.
Yeah.
enough. They wanted the same,
Yeah,
man.
imagine if
No,
Iago
they're
was.
not. They're
They
not
are.
the same.
They are.
No. One
Everybody's
is Gilbert
the same.
Gottfried, and the other is the guy who played Jafar. I don't
Jafar.
remember his name.
Jafar. Jafar, he's our man. If he can't do it, great. Rick him. Stick the sword into that snake.
It doesn't surprise me that you can just verbatim hit all of those lines.
There's Hyper.
Shivers, man.
Shivers.
If Gunther were to actually chop me, I think I'd cry.
Do you think he'd shiver your timbers?
Well, at my age, I mean, you know. Anyway,
So cool,
so I just want to say that there are no adults in
in this
radio.
room?
Now you may say, "Well, Tara's an adult." No, she's not. No, she's not.
Oh,
She's goofy and silly.
Oh.
You guys just don't even know. Is Charlie an adult? No, he's not. I mean, my dude can do every voice from Bobby to whoever else from that show. Why am I forgetting? the
Hank
name?
Hill.
Yeah, you can do Hank Hill. You can do all those. Yes.
You can also do Christopher Walken.
Is Bill Frady an adult?
nah.
No, he's not.
He is when he's holding something beige.
Well, I mean, he can be whatever he wants to be then.
Yeah.
when he's
Yes,
holding
yes.
up the arsenal. I mean, it's sad to say, and I hate to say this, Matthew's the most adult person in this room.
I think he is.
Yes, he is.
No, I wouldn't say he's the most adult. I think he's the voice of reason.
No, he's not. No, look at him. No, he's not. He
He's just
absolutely
as
is not.
crazy as the rest
No,
of us.
no. If he said,
Yes, everything I say
Yeah, I was
is
gonna say-
absolutely rational and
I
true.
was gonna say, if he said everything he thought, we probably would be very disturbed. Maybe I don't know.
Inner voice, inner monologue, Well, that's chicken.
Okay, maybe I am the most adult person here.
The fact that Lonzo is
The chicken looked at you.
choking a chicken and we're all laughing
Nope,
at it.
nope.
You choked him.
Just squeezing it.
Okay.
There's still air. There's still going. There's still air going and
Yeah,
coming.
it's just listen. So on my birthday, which was
Oh,
yesterday,
God
we
almighty.
always go to Dave and Buster's, and so I want a chicken.
I just want to say I had a very good redemption story for that on Hungry Hippos.
I just spelled choke
This-
wrong.
My niece, what did you? I don't want to know.
So you choked at
No.
spelling.
I know what
No.
it means. I know what it means.
Well, if you're looking, if you're watching, or if you're listening, I take notes of what we do, and I spelled
Yes.
I spelled
So
choke.
the Odyssey app has a great thing called Rewind. So on if you go to the Odyssey app and you're like, I heard the end of that, but I want to know what that was, you can look at chapter names and go back to what it was. So I'm sure it has to do with chicken and that other word you said. So if you want to find out what we were talking about and listen to it from the beginning, you can do that.
But
Yeah,
apparently,
the Odyssey app, by the way, the Odyssey app is free. Make sure you download it and favorite this show.
well, I wrote Lonzo Chocked the chicken.
Chocolate,
Chocked.
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka
Oh.
Khan, let me rock it, Chaka Khan.
Oh, that's not what I thought you typed.
No, me
That's
neither.
not what I thought you typed at all.
All right, text line is 71307. Texter writes, for most parts of the world, old as dirt should be 70. However, for some places, such as Japan, old as dirt should be 80, as there are several people in Japan who lead or led or have big roles at video game companies and anime, manga. However, please don't name any of those Japanese ones, as don't want one of them mention it and find out in the morning if they passed in their sleep. That's
Japan and most East Asian countries
Yeah.
have a much higher life expectancy
They
than
do.
America as well.
I think that's
too,
because
so.
they're so mellow.
no, it's because they're short.
No,
Hey,
it's,
guys.
it's
Japanese
it's
people are
mostly
really
a
tough.
dietary thing.
I think because they eat a lot of fish and rice, and I think
And they're
It's
short.
the
Well,
vitamin.
not the rice as much. Rice is more of a negative than a positive.
And short people don't.
No, not like entirely, but like
Just
it's
keep
not-
sucking that in.
white rice specifically.
Yeah.
They eat a lot of white rice, which is not the healthier rice.
Right.
Well, not a lot because they're short, and so they don't
No.
eat as much. Hey guys,
Yeah, it's a lot of fish and chicken related diet.
I'm
stuff.
67 and I
Would you
still haven't grown up
How would-
yet,
how
but
would
I
you
did
kill-
pay off my house. Why do I want to screw up having fun? Because you paid off your house, so you don't have that bill anymore. So you take that money and you could either put it towards another bill, or you could go out and have fun with it.
what kind of chicken do Japanese people eat? Like, I just want to know. Tell me.
We're gonna let the silence be.
Yeah,
the
because
answer.
I don't. I don't
No,
know.
we're not falling for that.
Choke it. Or
What?
or choke it.
I don't do requests. I don't do that. You completely lost me there, man. Anyway,
You are not Casey Case.
speaking of chickens,
Yes.
all right. If you look at your handy dandy rundown, you will see that I have written a word that does not exist, and it's called gickens. And here's the reason why. So I was on my way home a couple days ago. I pulled into the driveway of the compound, drove all the way up through the miles and miles it takes to get to the back 40 where the house and the compound are located and the many levels of the compound.
Release
And-
the hounds.
And the guards had the day off. They were going to buy
We're going to buy.
no, they were going to buy food kits, that last for 20 years.
Oh yeah.
We needed some of those.
MREs.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were gonna do that run next week.
No, I went ahead and had them do it because there's a prediction about something that's going to happen in a couple of days, which we may or may not talk about. So just in case, I want to make sure we were ready. So anyway, this large bird is standing in my driveway, and I'm like, what the heck is that?
Was it a Cassiwara?
It was not a chicken,
No, a Cassiwara.
and it was not a chupacabra
An,
or
e-
a chupacabra.
an emu?
It was not it wasn't that big. It was about 2.5 to 3 feet tall though.
A dodo.
And
A mini ostrich.
It was a gobble gobble.
so didn't know what it was, but I did videotape it,
Okay.
which I have in my phone. And so I couldn't figure out what it was because it was white and had a really long neck, and all the feathers looked mangled as if someone had yeah. And so I didn't know what it was. So are you okay?
No.
What? I mean, it was anyway. So I'm at work and we're actually talking about it on the Rob Brown show. And then my cousin texts my wife, who didn't text me, and tells me that there are a couple of peacocks at the house. And that's what it was. It was a peacock. And I believe it's the female peacock is smaller
Yeah.
than the male I believe the male peacock is the one that's pretty and has all the the flowery looking.
I've been compared to a peacock
feathers.
many times.
Yes, I'm a
The ones have
peacock.
to do a
You got to
lot
let
more
me
work.
fly.
Yeah.
So anyway, they were peacocks, but I had no idea what it was.
Mhm.
Didn't know what it was going to do when I got out of the car either, because it looked aggressive.
Yeah.
And at first I thought, do Gickens, because it
Yeah.
looked like a cross between a chicken and a goose.
Yeah.
Do they get rabies? And apparently they don't.
Okay.
but avian bird flu might be a thing.
Yeah, it
But,
might
but
be.
anyway, so the Gickin thing kept looking at it. It's just, and me not being a hunter, I'm not against hunting
Oh no. Yeah.
because I think it's required to live. And we may need it sooner than later. I don't know.
Mhm.
But I didn't have anything to hunt with other than my car.
Yeah.
And I was
You
going to
could've-
get
you
back
could've
in
used
my
your
Oh
car.
yeah, I could have.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to damage a bird that I didn't know what it was. And I was just fascinated by something. You know, you drive home, there's something in your driveway, and you're like, what the heck is that?
Yep. I do it. Yeah.
And it was interesting. It really was.
So I have a little story about peacocks. You want to hear my little story about peacocks? It's only short.
I don't know, do I?
We were myself and a friend of mine back in Ireland. We were out for a few adult beverages,
So never
as
say
you
yes.
do. Huh?
Keep going.
No good story ever started with I was eating a salad, and we had a couple of adult beverages, and we went back to his house, which was out in the countryside. It was, it's in the rolling hills of the Irish countryside.
Oh, so this didn't happen here.
No.
Yeah, we don't care.
And I'm not going to mention names, but we heard. Have you heard what a peacock?
Noel.
No, not him.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard what a peacock sounds like?
Is that the sound that we heard from the thing? Because it was out back. He saw it too later on.
Actually, weirdly enough, I think it was.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
very
I
they're
think it
very
might have been.
vocal, extremely vocal.
Hey, Matthew, could you recreate that sound if you had to?
No.
Okay.
Well, maybe, but I'm not going to try.
Okay, I was just checking.
So I was
If you had a report on that story and
I
they
wouldn't
asked you
include the
to,
noise.
okay, I'll just,
The
okay.
peacock
all right.
was known to say, and I quote,
that was good, Matthew. That was really good.
"It was on point, man."
Yeah. So the peacock was making lots of noise because they make a lot of noise. Apparently, I didn't know that. And I said it to my buddy. I said, "What in the name of all?" Because we had, the way you might have a little bit of a headache after having a few alcoholic beverages. Well,
No, I
some
don't
people
know.
might call it a hangover. And he just said, "Oh, it's the neighbor. They've got a load of peacocks." And I was like, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, they're just noisy. The males make all the noise." And I was like, "Can we go into town or something? I can't deal with that noise." He was like, "Yeah, no, I can't either." So I kind of, went back to sleep a little bit on the couch, kind of, dozy.
Mhm.
Next thing, all I heard was, my buddy walked in with his shotgun. Noise is gone. That was it.
That's how you treat neighbors in Ireland, apparently. All right, you're
I'm
listening
not mentioning names.
to the Upstate Pulse. Yeah, not like they don't listen there.
Couple
'cause
hours
they do.
later,
Right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, where Odie can tell you what peacock tastes like, apparently.
Yeah.
Matthew, can you eat peacock?
Probably.
Oh,
Oh, he didn't know. We didn't take it. He didn't eat it.
okay. Peacocks make great burglar alarms. They're used for that all over the South Orient. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I can tell you, this thing was mean looking, and it was just.
They are mean looking.
I'm trying to think. There's some show.
He gave me
There's
the
some
side eye,
cartoon or
like it,
something.
rolled
Some
its
cartoon
head
with
back
a
and
mangled looking chicken, and I can't remember what it was. There was a cartoon with a mangled looking chicken.
Cow and chicken.
Yeah.
Was
Mama
it?
had a chicken. Mama had a cow. Daddy didn't. He didn't care how. Cow. Chicken.
Those pure, those.
By the way, I got the
kids.
Dalton Castle thing. Trey, I got that.
Do I?
I said those poor mutant children.
They're not mutants. They're just a cow and a chicken.
Yeah,
wow,
but
Dave, you're being overrun by armadillos.
what I need to know.
How do you
is
shoot an armadillo?
with a big gun?
No, I mean because when they go into the, I guess it's not a shell, is it?
I thought you were messing
Okay.
with me.
There are armadillos here.
No, I know. I've seen them.
I've seen them dead on the side of the road, but I've never seen a live one.
We make a lot of 3-pointers.
Are they
after you dribble
nocturnal?
them a
Yeah.
bit.
They're as cute as hell.
Yeah, but so they're nocturnal. That's probably why I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
So when I hear those noises in the woods, it may not be bears.
It could be.
It might actually be. Is it bears or bear?
bear.
What's plural of a bear?
bear?
Bears.
Bears.
Is
Bear.
it bears?
Bear.
Oh, like the Berenstein Bears. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to put in the thing.
Or the Three Bears.
Yeah.
Or da bears.
Or Dub Bears. Yeah. Boy, I feel simple right now. The brain's going.
They are cute, and
Yeah.
they are an annoyance as well, but they're cute.
What? Armadillos?
Armadillos.
All these armadillos keep eating my crops.
armadillos keep digging.
You've been in Farmer Maggot's
Oh.
crops.
You've been into Farmer Maggot. No, I haven't.
No. It's not in the Farmer Maggot. It's crops. That's two totally different things. I'm thinking, possibly.
It's a violation on both counts, though.
Yeah. Daggone it. Michigan won. I hate to see
Yay, go
that.
Michigan.
How-
Michigan.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey,
Why are you so
I will not deal with that kind of curse word in the studio.
Armadillos keep digging.
What are you singing?
I don't know. I really hope he.
Well,
ties-
now we got to write a song about it. I mean,
There is a song about armadillos.
okay. Well, you didn't know what it was. If there
I'm
isn't,
trying-
what do they do, Dave? Do they like eat your crops? Do they? I mean, what makes armadillos an annoyance? What kind of noise does an armadillo make, Matthew?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have all the answers.
Back to you, Matthew. Bro, I don't know.
They'll get us flagged over
I'm not.
an armadillo song. Oh no, it's country.
I
Not
hate
even
it.
dark country. It's just country. At least a Hank song.
I don't know. I've got a limited time to get
Matthew,
it
what song is this? Not Toby Keith?
No, I don't know.
I think it sounds like Toby Keith.
What is?
I don't know.
Why? Wait. I mean, songs are like that though. They just pop into your head. I get it. And you can't get them out of your head. But dude, I mean,
You can't really judge that though, Dad.
can't I? Armadillos keep digging
Do you want me to play it?
holes in my backyard. No, I don't, because I don't want to get flagged over
I don't
it.
want to get flagged
We're
either.
gonna
so
get-
don't.
We're gonna get flagged. It needs to be something better than an armadillo
No,
song.
we can play it. We can play it on the radio, not on the.
we could do that, but no,
Okay.
I don't want to ever hear that again. Please, Mr. Please.
I kind of did.
Yeah, no.
Get your finger off that button.
Yeah, do it in your own time.
Yeah, I do want to say that in I think October 12th, I believe, Rob Young from Borderlands Comics and Games will be coming in to be on the show,
Nice.
and we will just be a couple weeks away from South Carolina Comic Con Junior, which you should check out. October 27th, it's on Sunday, so you can go check it out for a few hours. And they have a couple big name guests that interest me. One of them being Glenn Jacobs, who's like the mayor of Knoxville, but he also used to be Kane from WWE, member of Brothers of Destruction, all that kind of stuff. And Eric Roberts.
Yes.
And Odie's the only one I know who actually knows who that is, other than me. So
I know who that is.
okay, he does know who it is because of Batman.
Who's his famous sister?
I bet he doesn't know who she is.
Julia Roberts.
Wait, is his sister? His
Yeah.
sister's
Yeah, his sister is Julia
Sister is
Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Yeah,
Really?
it is. Yeah, it is.
Do.
So Eric Roberts is also coming to Comic-Con Junior, and I would love to talk to him about Best of the Best. And
oh, I'm just after thinking of something. Julia
Wow.
Roberts.
that looked painful.
Yeah, I know, it
Whatever
did.
that was. It's
Really
it
hurt.
like smacked you right in the head.
It just hurt.
It was called an idea.
But not only that, she was Tinkerbell.
Way to bring it down.
Yeah.
All right, Dad. What were you
She's
saying?
green.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about something that makes me almost as angry. Let's talk about Agatha All Along. So Agatha All Along just came out, and Matthew, I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, did you?
No, I don't actually know what it is.
Okay, it's not a spinoff, but it's a series on Disney. Agatha Harkness is a character from Marvel who was trapped by Wanda Maximoff in a sitcom for a while, but in WandaVision.
Is she a witch?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So she has her own series, and it just 2 episodes dropped. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and so we watched those. And I will tell you, without spoiling, the first episode was hard to get through, but there are a lot of references of the Wizard of Oz. And if you think about the Wizard of Oz, how drab it was in black and white and all that kind of stuff, and how it changed once it became color, they kind of do that in this. So it got better after.
Is it deliberate though?
Yes.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
is deliberate.
it is because they talk about Wizard of Oz and the little
okay.
drops to let you know.
Is there little people?
There are, they could be invisible. I don't know. So anyway, we've watched the first 2 episodes. It's okay. I don't know what I was expecting. As far as Disney shows go and Marvel shows goes, it's not, it's better than The Acolyte.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's already better.
It's better than The Acolyte, but I think it has the potential to get better. When Aubrey Plaza is on the screen, it's amazing.
Well, she always makes everything.
Because she's very good and she's very crazy.
Yes.
So I really like Aubrey Plaza and but she's crazy in everything she does.
Well, it's one of those things of like it's starting to pick up, and I think it'll be fine.
We'll see.
I think once we get to the next episode is when it was already picking up at by the end of episode 2.
All right, but the show you absolutely need to watch. Whatever thumbs up or forks up or whatever our system is of judging a show or a movie, it varies from project to project.
Well, in this case, it would be umbrellas.
Okay, yes.
Spoons.
1,000 umbrellas out of 5.
That's a lot of umbrellas.
You need to watch The Penguin. If you watch the Batman, and even if you didn't watch the Batman, if you are into The Godfather or Untouchables or Goodfellas or any of those mob kind of movies, you will enjoy the show. And if you're just into special effects, dude, I mean, seeing who the star is and knowing that there's no way you would know it was him.
You kind of would. In the eyes, just a little bit.
Yeah, but you've looked into those eyes in person.
Yeah, but he's so dreamy.
Yeah, Colin Farrell, by the way,
I'd know those eyes.
is the star. But this is a really good show. I think this has the potential. I mean, the fact that it doesn't exist in the new universe for DC. It's kind of an elseworld thing.
Yeah.
But James Gunn and those guys, they have final approval. I just think they've done a really good job with it.
So here's the thing: if just for argument's sake, so you're saying that it's not within the Batman thing.
It's within that Batman universe, but that's going to cease to exist soon.
Yeah, but if it was the same program, but with different characters, different names, do you think it would be just as good?
What, with the writing? Are you talking about different actors?
Yeah, no, same actors, same everybody, but that it's not the Penguin, that it's the Leprechaun, and that it's not
No.
Falcone, that it was.
No.
You think it has to be?
It has to be
Okay.
this within this. It has to be a mob story. I mean, you can compare it to Scarface. I mean,
okay.
That's the comparison that's getting most because it's the beginning of a criminal who ends up running an empire.
Yeah.
Same, just like Scarface, except
Yeah.
no Michelle Pfeiffer and no big piles of cocaine. At least not that we're aware of. Although it is drug trade, but they do eye drops, which is really so. Anyway, in my opinion, you need to watch this if you have a chance at all. And only 1 episode is dropped. More will start dropping. I think it's next Sunday, not this Sunday. Cameron, what'd you think?
Oh, I thought it was awesome. Colin Farrell was still killing it as a Penguin. There's a lot more nuances and stuff that he got to do in the series than he got to do during the movie. Of course, he wasn't in the movie that much, but it's interesting and it's fun in a sort of way of where it's not trying to be too obvious about where the plot's going and all that stuff. But it's a fun little bit of cat and mouse as well, as far as like how is he going to get to the top?
Okay.
And how many bumps is he going to take along the way?
All right, we need to take our final break of the hour. During the break on stream, we will determine who will lose the Nerf wall. But I have decided, because I am omnipotent and all those.
I bet it's going to be me because of
No,
the comment I made a few minutes
I
ago.
have decided
Yep.
that whoever's getting shot will have to be here on the 12th so that our sponsor can help shoot them. All right, you're listening to the Upstate Pulse
he's
right
got
here
the big gun.
on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Big gun doesn't work anymore.
Oh,
All right, so
Well, I say
One.
it's not me then, because I won't be here on the 12th. I've decided I'm running a tournament for Spartan Zero when it comes out. Am I one of the ties?
yes, you are.
who's the other tie?
You.
I will take it. I will take
No,
it. for the team.
no. Here's the thing: you may lose anyway.
What do you mean I may lose?
You got to do a
Oh, right.
tiebreaker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
We're
got a
doing
tiebreaker.
rollies, ladies and gentlemen.
We're
Would you
doing a
like to roll
tiebreaker,
first or
but
second?
Matthew's not going to be here, so that's
Okay,
unfair.
ladies first.
But-
Come on, hand him over.
Maybe he should take a
Sabbatical.
Something to go that way.
All right. Are you going to look at my thing when I roll it?
What, you saying I shouldn't trust you?
18.
All right.
Oh God, Matthew. He rolls high.
Oh, yeah. It's all right. I trust my dice.
19.
Oh my God.
What can I say?
Oh,
Wow, look at that.
I
Look at the look on his
trust
face.
my
Look at that.
dice.
Look at that.
They have
Oh, man.
never let me down.
Well, it works out good then, because Odie should be here on the 12th, so Odie gets shot. And by the way,
I'm so
Rob's big gun
glad
doesn't
that
work
I
anymore.
said that. That was such perfect timing.
It can't be loaded dice because Odie rolled first.
dude, when you do something like that, I
Yo,
mean, you
my-
got to.
Yeah.
Besides, you're just staying in character.
Armadillos.
Oh yeah.
Loaded.
Backyard.
Just look
I'm
at
going
the
to pause it because I don't know how clean it stays.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, Odie, just look
Yeah.
at the armadillos.
Armadillos keep digging.
Look at the sunrise.
Little holes
Look at
in my
flowers.
backyard.
You knew what I was doing.
You know what I'm doing, right?
Yes.
It's
Can't
more
believe
recent.
that.
That was so perfect.
That was rigged. That's
was-
fix.
That was very amazing.
Fixed.
No, there's no
Yeah.
way he could do it unless he has like a magnet.
He does. He put
Were
a
they
magnet-
metal dice? Did
He
it feel
put,
metal?
yeah,
to
he put a
you?
magnet under there. No, that's
They're metal
that's an
dice.
aluminum dice
No,
with
it's
metal
not.
in the middle
It's
of
a,
it.
what was the word?
Aluminium.
There we go.
Aluminium keeps
Yay!
digging. Little holes in my backyard.
Oh, that's gonna be stuck in my. I'm on vacation. I'm gonna have to deal with that in my head for like a few days. until
Oh,
I
Mad
get
World. I'm going to be driving past Mad World on the way home. That is crazy when I'm driving home. They're shooting fire into the air.
Have you ever been there before?
I was in there once.
Yeah.
I was in there. I was on a. I was when I came to America first. So this time 7 years ago, I was in there on a date.
Have you been deported?
I came over and then I had to leave for my visa and then I had to come back and then I came back
So deported.
to
So
stay.
you were deported.
No. No, it's just my
That's-
visa.
oh,
My
it's okay.
visa's
All
fine.
right, man. I don't
Forcibly
know. It was a
removed.
joke. I guess I'm sorry I hit too close to home.
People are listening. To
Hey,
this.
listen. I thought the Irish Mafia guys had better visas. First,
They do. We do. I mean, they do.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
what? I don't know any Irish mafia.
So potato.
It got really quiet in here.
Potato. I don't know potatoes.
It's more Matthews.
So once again, we lugged the guns in, but we're not going to use them.
why?
Eh,
Why do you keep doing this to me?
power? It's just I have very little power, but what I have, I will wield where I can.
What I have is
I brought him. I'm using him. Long live the king.
Don't shoot me in that leg, okay? You go shoot me somewhere. Shoot me in the other leg,
the middle one. What?
unless you can guarantee that this leg will fall off after you shoot it.
Cameron decides to choose the path of fire.
I can tell your mom's not watching because she'd be mad about you being so mean to me.
Yeah, you're mean.
You bragged about making me do something.
What?
Nothing. Never
Why is there is? Thought there was nothing out there for a second.
mind.
What did we talk about? in that
Yeah, I don't
segment?
know if that's a good person to be mimicking, Trey. I think he's a fine young man.
It depends on what.
Allow me to translate. The chicken said, "Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, final segment of the hour." Yes, Trey, it is Dave and Buster's chicken.
Not
I
what he
won it
said?
because of my birthday, and we played games, and I was and we won it.
You know that bumper that we just played? The guy.
You mean the rejoin?
Yes.
Because bumper is music. Take that, LexCorp. That's bumper.
Okay. That
The other
rejoin-
stuff, that's not bumper. Okay.
The-
There's a way to talk radio works. Okay. Music works a different way, but we're not on a music station now, are we?
I think you just found a button.
It's a rejoin.
Do you know that rejoin that we just played?
Yes.
You know the way the guy is in the nip when he's doing that? Like
he's naked.
he's
for
naked?
Yes, he is.
Do you know
Because he's a gambler and he kept losing all his clothes.
do you know
He's also the voice of Jarvis and
Vision.
I was gonna say Spirit.
do you know how to be now this is scientifically
Call back.
proven, but I don't know how it works, but it does. Do you know how to be like in the confines of your own house when there's no like young people around? When you're in the house on your own, you might have jumped out of the shower and you could be in the nip.
You're about to sell us something?
No,
That's
I'm
what
not.
it says. It sounds like you're doing
Sounds
infomercial
like
here.
somebody wants to sell me something.
Yes.
You know when you get out of the shower and you get no,
It works better in your actual voice.
you could be naked, right?
Well,
you could be straight
if
out
you
of the
get
shower.
out of the shower, you probably are naked.
Do you know how to be more naked?
Take off your skin.
In your brain. Do you
I've
know
done
how
that
to be-
before. It hurts.
Yeah. How to be more naked in your own brain. Just put on a pair of shoes. And in your brain, you will feel more naked. I don't know how it works, but it does.
Okay.
I feel like
So
you've spent a lot of time.
So why did you decide to try this?
Why not?
No, just
Have you met me?
yeah, but suddenly you went, how could I feel more naked? You know what? I'm gonna put my shoes on.
So here's the thing, right? So I live in the country, out in the country,
Yeah.
and
Three of us live in the country.
yes,
different song popped in my head, but keep going.
Matthew's a city boy. You can tell. Look at him.
and
Suburbs, actually.
so there's actually two instances of this. The first instance was I needed to go out into my backyard, and I was just after coming out of the shower, and this was before my son was born. It was just myself and my wife in the house, and it was a little bit cold outside, so I put on my motorcycle jacket and nothing else. And she looked at me and she was like, that's wrong, because my motorcycle jacket just comes to above my hip. And she just looked at me. Now, we have a fenced-in backyard, so you can see nothing in the street. Like, nobody could see anything anyway.
Mhm.
And she just looked at me and said, that's
Well,
just...
I mean,
And it was cold.
Oh,
It was cold out. And my wife looked at me and she said, did you go outside like that? I was like, yeah. She just looked at me and she's like, something wrong with you. And then
well, you were Donald Ducking it.
I was Donald ducking it.
Oh god.
wow.
And then
Really?
there was another
Really?
there was another time
Oh,
where,
I didn't need that. I did not need that.
where my dogs were barking. That's not a euphemism. My dogs were barking and I needed to go outside and it was raining. So I just put on a pair of shoes and went outside. And I've never felt as naked as you do with just a pair
I
of
feel like
shoes
the
on.
rain also does it too. It's just like
And it
I
was
feel
cold.
like being outside also does it too.
Well, it was cold. I mean, nobody wants to see that, but
no.
no.
But I just something that popped into my head. You never feel more naked than when you're just wearing shoes.
And from
This-
your wife's response, it sounds like she didn't want to see it either.
No, not even slightly.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Lauren,
okay.
Lauren, you know I love you, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you married this whole ball of crazy.
Hey,
Don-
we're all crazy, but we're not like that.
we're not all Donald Duck, but
Yes.
know,
now it's now forever Donald Duck. Way to go.
Oh,
some of us
no.
are.
I've ruined it.
Shall I put on a long coat? No, I'm going to Donald Duck it.
All right, so I gotta say,
Yeah.
you're probably the only person that I know,
Yeah.
that would admit to going outside naked.
The Donald
So, I
Ducking.
mean,
Donald Ducking
I mean, I
in my
heard of
in
people.
my
I've
backyard.
heard tell of people getting naked outside, but not going outside naked.
Oh yeah,
I mean, unless their house was on fire or something, then you're like getting out.
yeah.
I mean, so but
Well,
I
At
mean,
least grabbing pants.
yeah. Well, I don't know. No,
Yeah.
No,
I mean, what if you have no choice? It's like jump out the window or burn to death. I'm out the window, and if I'm naked, I'm naked.
I can put clothes on pretty quickly.
I'll just grab a squirrel. I mean,
Ah.
what?
Why? That's more dangerous.
squirrels.
What if they get-
Squirrels.
What if they get confused?
They're partial to nuts.
I was
Oh, I
going,
wish we could go to break now, but we still got 5 more minutes.
I was going vague there. Way to just.
I'm on about like walnuts.
This is about to be the
and-
longest 5 minutes in Upstate Pulse
Oh
history.
yes, it is.
Yeah, normally we like
That's
save that. for
extremely
a
long
break.
5 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
So, what do you,
You know, I know how to I know
Go
how
on.
to I know how to reel this in.
choke your chicken.
He had a hand on his chicken.
No,
For a second.
no.
Just gone
Let's
down.
talk about the death of David Graham.
Who's David? Who's David?
Well,
Graham?
I'm gonna reel it in with death. You know David Graham.
Okay.
I believe all of us know David Graham. David Graham, the actor who provided the voice for characters in TV series including Peppa Pig, Thunderbirds, and Doctor Who.
Oh, he was okay.
The very famous voice for Doctor Who.
Oh,
he
was a Dalek.
He was the voice of the Daleks.
No.
Yes.
He
He's
got exterminated.
We
Yeah,
cannot talk
he-
anymore because we have been.
yeah, you do not sound like
exterminated.
a Dalek at all.
I do.
It's so bad. It's probably the worst impersonation you've ever done. I'm so embarrassed. He was 99, by the way. So my dude hung around. So I mean, good for him.
Would he
It's
have
a pretty good
qualified
life.
for being old as dirt?
No.
I think he was dirt. Yeah, for sure. And so he was also the voice of Grandpa Pig and Peppa Pig. Yeah. Which is kind of cool. And he was in Thunderbirds, a bunch of Thunderbirds.
Was he Odin or
He was
Odin?
he was the butler. He was Aloysius Parker,
Oh yeah.
the butler and chauffeur in the 1960s TV series.
Nice.
So Matthew, have you ever heard of Thunderbirds before?
I have heard of it before, but I've never watched it.
So it's a puppet show, but they use it like Touchdown, South Carolina, by the way.
Yeah.
They use it. I'm trying to think of kind of like Howdy Doody, but not Howdy Doody. So it's that kind of puppet though.
Howdy, don't he?
Yeah, well, it's the kind of puppets that I always found creepy and still do. The Thunderbirds puppets, yeah, they're marionettes, I guess, because there are multiple strings on them. Man, Odie, you do that so well. So did you ever watch Thunderbirds?
Yes, I did.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. And there was
he was the voice of the Mysterons as well. He had to be.
He was
Because there was Thunderbirds and there was Stingray and there was Mysterons and there was Captain Scarlet. There was lots of those kind of things, and they were all made by the same company.
Well, in an interview with The Mirror in 2015, I think that's an Irish newspaper.
No, it's English tabloid.
I knew that. I was
Get out.
joking.
It's on
About
the, it's on
voicing
the
the
peninsula.
Daleks.
It's on the peninsula.
Graham recalled, I created it with Peter Hawkins, another voice actor. We adopted this staccato style. Then they fed it through a synthesizer to make it more sinister. And
Yeah.
if you're watching Doctor Who and all of a sudden you hear exterminates, it's like, oh no. And I have downloaded a Dalek mod for Fallout. And just in the distance, if you go out into the sea of radiation, you can hear exterminate. And it's like, no, because they're really hard to kill.
That's kind of
Or accurate Daleks.
Yes, it's very, very cool. All right. Another big hour to go. Say goodbye to Matthew because Matthew's got stuff to do.
Bye, Matthew.
And we have
Goodbye.
plenty to talk about in hour number 2. You're listening to
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORD. And no, I don't know what that was. And
I missed this. I missed this for the last couple of weeks.
By the way,
Good.
I wasn't talking about that. Odie was talking about that.
Wow. Let's get naked.
No.
All right. No.
Well, hey. Why is it
All right, now he sounds
No,
like
you
the
got
clown
to
from
pay for
Baldur's
that.
Gate 3.
Sorry.
I don't, for
I
a
don't
second,
do
I
that
thought
for
there was something up.
free.
By the way, I don't nor shall I ever drink. I don't need to drink to
I
be
know
crazy.
my-
I just
I know my value.
act like myself.
Yeah, this is me stone cold
You're very
sober as well.
business savvy. When you got the goods, you don't give them away for free.
You better believe it.
There you go.
Welcome to Pasty White Boys OnlyFans.
Matthew's more tan than you are. So I don't
Oh,
know.
he is. I was about to make a joke about myself.
Yeah, you're the only person I've ever met that's more white than me.
I can't help it, man.
Oh man, I got so sunburned
The
yesterday.
sun is scared to fight me.
I got so sunburned yesterday. It's not even funny.
Matthew, the joke I was gonna make. We also got him an extra large.
Oh no. No.
Well,
was gonna make
I
myself
guess
a
we'll
punchline.
see you in a couple weeks.
Yep. And I will share all about how awesome the tournament I'm going to be going to is.
Cold.
Well, sounds awesome.
The large gathering.
Lord gathering.
If you were reporting on this thing, you would probably say a large gathering of people, would you not?
Yeah, you would.
No, I would refer to it as a tournament.
But
A gaming tournament.
if you were talking about the Comic-Con,
All right,
would
if
you
there's
say-
a protest downtown about Gickens and like 150 people showed up, you wouldn't say a gathering of 150 people showed up to protest geeking abuse.
That would be one way to use her.
Okay, I'm just okay.
I'd also probably just if 150 people, I'd probably say a moderate or large protest.
I don't. I mean, what would?
Well, it's large for the Google area.
Well, okay, all right. So it's okay. Gathering's not a negative thing. That's all I'm saying.
See you, Matthew.
See you, Matthew.
Bye, Matthew. Hope you find your dad.
Goodbye, human.
I did actually catch that the last whatever night it was.
Texter, I'm glad you go outside naked all the time.
He can't hear it.
You can't if he's
Texter
listening
can't.
to. If he's listening.
Texter,
to
are
the
you
stream.
listening to the stream?
Hey, listen, man. Listen, I don't
So
need all
angry
that
about
coming
that.
from
Calm
you.
down.
Okay, I know Matthew's.
I'm
gone.
not naked,
I
okay?
know you feel
I
upset.
just want to
that
get
Matthew's
naked. Or
gone.
maybe I'm Donald ducking right now.
He's not.
I should never have armed him with
He's
that.
not. I can't. I got to look that direction, so I know he's not. I have to make occasional eye contact, as in I'm wanting you to push a button now. Get ready. That type of thing. Speaking of which, Donald,
Yeah.
have AI takeover ready.
Takeover.
You know what? Never mind. Have Ask Odie ready. You know what? Have both of them ready.
Can't.
Let's go with Ask Odie.
Like, can he do
Why
it?
can't you? You could.
I can.
You can't. You could.
There.
It's not necessary. We'll just go with Ask Odie.
I have no. You know what? I wouldn't please you. I have both of them now.
You wouldn't please me?
Yeah.
You're right. You wouldn't please me. Anyway, let's go with Ask Odie because you haven't been here. And so,
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
questions
I'm imitating the Ask Odie
about Odie.
bed.
Odie?
He's being Cody Rhodes
He is.
or Odie Rhodes.
Oh, to Flossidus.
If anybody out there on the stream knows Kamala Harris, ask her will she come on my show on Sunday night. I want to talk to her.
All right, we're not doing politics, dude.
I'm not.
No,
I'm just
no,
asking.
Stop your
I'm
proselytizing.
just asking the question. We're in the the mid range of the hours. So it's kinda
No, it's still the show because we're still on stream.
okay. Well, I'm just asking.
Stop
the
breaking
question.
the rules, Odie.
No, I'm breaking the rules, man. Not
You're a
breaking
rule
the rules,
breaker.
man. Yeah. What's your point? That's my point.
You're a heartbreaker.
There's Lanza.
Love something. Don't you mess around with me.
There's Cameron. Lanza. Cameron.
In the yard, digging holes.
Lanza.
Armadillos
Armadillos keep digging.
Armadillos
Little
keep
hole
digging.
in my
Hole
backyard.
In my backyard.
So, Cameron, how was the show Saturday? I don't know, something about armadillos and Donald Duck.
Well, you know what? It could be.
Armadillo.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, you can't do it. And I'm not doing it. I mean, that was one show deal. That's a one show deal.
Look at that. I pressed buttons while I was laughing.
Wow.
Way to do your job, Odie.
So what you're saying is you refuse to be noobed. There's still an hour to go, mister.
Armadillos keep digging. Little holes in my back.
I think she's talking to you, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a very little no.
Choke, choke, choke. Choke, choke, choke.
Oh, my knee
Joking.
hurts. No Casey and the Sunshine Band here. Any version of it.
Chinese chicken.
Casey Kasem coming to you live here from Los Angeles, California. Coming up to number 5, we've got the new hit, Armadillos Keep Digging.
Armadillos keep digging holes in my backyard. Wonder if that's on Spotify.
Oh dear God.
Has to be. Has to be.
Where's my phone? Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here, along with Odie and Cameron. Matthew had to leave us a little bit early today because he got work to do. And
You can't mention it.
yeah, well, no. Anyway,
It's gathering.
it's not. He's not. No, he's gathering next week.
Yeah, but it's a gather. It's a smaller gathering tonight. I think it's just.
Can you gather with yourself?
Many times.
Well, if you consider yourself me, myself, and I, then there's 3 people there. So you're
It's just
it's a
me,
gathering.
myself, and I.
Yes.
Do you want to hear a little poem? It's a lovely poem.
Now I hear
I'm
a song in
scared.
my head.
No.
Me, myself, and I. You probably don't know the song.
Roses.
Okay, you do. Look at you.
Do you want to hear a little?
Does Odie know the song?
NFL 2K5.
Not even slightly.
Oh, I didn't think about it being on that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I was trying to do paper football.
You're not in the OG rap game.
Nah.
Do they have rap in Ireland?
Yeah, but we call it all rap.
Do they?
Mm.
Okay.
I don't like that. I don't like what you just did.
Is your story Irish in any way?
My whole story.
The story that you're getting ready to tell?
No, it's a poem. It's a love poem.
Okay, but could it be
I
Irish?
like it less.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's ask Odie about it then.
Oh man. Oh no, that's the wrong button. That's the right one there. And then just.
Wait, what?
That's your answer for
No,
everything.
I'm gonna
I
talk
don't know
over
where
it.
you got
No.
that idea. What the?
Whoa, that's some tricky wording on that question.
What's going on?
Okay, didn't see that one coming.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Don't be a has-been, Odie.
I want to be in now. What?
Think about it.
I don't
You think about it. I bet Cameron even got it. Anyway.
What do you mean, even Cameron?
Yeah, well, because it was work related, and he'll get it later. Anyway, he finally got it. He finally got it. All right, this is
There's a visual penny just dropped. There.
yes.
Anyway, do you want to hear my poem? My love poem.
Well, first of all, let me tell people about the segment, and then we can hear your love poem.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Before it gets warm in here. Okay. I mean, because it's going to get it's going to get steaming in here.
Oh, you're done.
So my first question is, why do armadillos keep digging holes in my backyard? That's my first question.
I don't know.
No, this is the Ask Odie segment. Odie hasn't been here in a long time,
Haven't.
like a couple weeks, because he was doing something which I'm getting ready to ask him about.
Yeah.
And don't worry, it's clean. So if you have a question for Odie about anything European, Asian, or let's go ahead and face it, he's not only is an expert about everything from the peninsula to Australia, he's also
Good night, Bryce.
he's also an expert of the moon and Mars and other. The only place he's not an expert in is the United States.
There you go.
But we're helping him with that. So if you have a question about any of that stuff, you can ask him.
Apart from Pickens, where I'm
you
from.
Can, if you want to ask him how hot it really is at the equator, he can tell you because he's Odie and Odie knows those things. If you want to ask him, is there ice in Greenland and green in Iceland? Odie would know that. He can tell you that.
Yes, the biggest thing in the Iceland is that we named it after the ice to keep the people away.
All right. First question is before you tell your love story.
Yes.
Dave wants to know, do armadillos exist in Ireland?
No. Straightforward.
Okay. Is there anything armadillo like?
No.
Porcupines?
No.
No porcupines?
We do have we've got badgers.
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 Got stinking badgers.
What you walk up to the badger and you look the badger in
Don't
the
need
eye.
no stinking badgers.
And you look the badger in the eye and you tell him where you've been and what you've done.
Ah, okay. That kind of badger. And then you say, sorry, Ossifer. Anyway,
No.
all right. Tell your love poem and the chicken will translate.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. I'm schizophrenic. And so am I.
There you go.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. The first chicken translation, by the way, South Carolina just scored another touchdown. Go Gamecocks.
This is not a sports show.
You're right.
There you go.
But I am don't care because you know. All right,
You know, Bagok is such a lovely language.
it is.
It is. Read the text there as it's written.
Audie.
Audi.
Audie.
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 Go on.
That's that place you shop at, right? Audie.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's a conversation we had earlier. Yeah, it for
That's
sure
the way
is.
it
Yeah.
comes up. Yes, there is hedgehogs. Lots of them. Lots and lots of
By
hedgehogs.
the way,
You
South
have to be
Carolina
careful.
just scored a 2-point conversion.
Are they really fast?
Yeah, it's not a sport.
Are they blue?
Ding.
Oh, that was the sound of rings.
Yeah,
I
you
heard
got
that.
it,
I
you
heard
got
that.
it.
That was very good. That was very good. Could you ever get past the water stage on
Never.
Sonic, the first
Never.
Sonic? Okay.
I still have trauma.
Yeah,
from
me
that.
too. Yeah.
In this case, is what we call anxiety.
Yes, yes, it is.
that's
If you
where
didn't
he's
know what it was,
breathing.
now you know what it is. Yes, for sure.
What else do you want to know?
All right. I want to know how your directorial debut went last week, because you were not with the show because you were directing some train.
Yeah, there was an old
Thing.
toot toot.
Does that also make you a conductor?
Yes, it does.
Unless he was the caboose.
Well,
Conductor of the thespian train. He's very rarely the caboose.
I was surrounded by thespians.
Where you?
I enjoyed it. No, I really did enjoy it. It was a nice directorial debut, and we had, I think it was 2 sold out nights.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's a nice feather in my cap.
I am also curious if you were directing in Ireland and not here in America, would you
Yes.
have dressed differently?
Oh, would I have dressed different?
Would you have dressed differently?
I wouldn't have been wearing shorts when I was directing.
Okay. Well, I'm asking.
Yeah, no, that's-
I don't
So
know
the
what you
theater
wore.
scene is
I-
more casual here.
I don't know what you wore, but I'm guessing maybe in Ireland it might have been a little more professional than what you were doing, even though it was
No, it was still
it was
yeah.
children's theater, wasn't it?
No, no, no.
Oh, it was a little
Oh,
theater.
it was
Little-
little theater.
It
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
little theater. Okay.
Oh no, it was Murder on the Orient Express. That's not.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Unless it was okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, kids. Today we're going to talk about murder
Sorry.
on a train. What
Oh.
happens is someone you do not like, you kill them on a train. Make sure Agatha is around to record it, and you will be looking at 5 to 7 years at least.
What an oblivion was that?
That was that was the train hour, brought to you in part by the number 4.
I hate it. I can't. It was Thomas the Train, right?
Yes,
That's
Thomas
what I
the
was
Tank
thinking.
Engine.
Thomas the Tank.
The
yeah.
eldritch horror known as Thomas the Tank Engine, who swooped in, stopped your execution, and
Yes,
threw a man
yeah.
around
Yes.
telekinetically like a rag.
I need to ask though. The Thomas the Tank Engine over here,
Was it different in Ireland?
I don't know. The person that was talking about the fat controller and Thomas and all that, did he sound a little bit like, oh dear, here comes the fat controller talking to Thomas?
Like Ringo Starr?
Toot toot, said Thomas.
Yeah, he did. If I recall, I didn't watch it. I mean, because I'm not quite dirt, but I am
Yeah.
old, and
That boy dirt.
and I thought it was creepy, so I never showed them really. I mean, when they were kids.
What do you mean it's creepy?
It's
a
creepy.
train that
No,
talks?
no, it's the eyes are creepy, man. There's something not right about those eyes, and I'm not gonna. I wouldn't let them watch Tinky Winky either. So I mean,
Oh no, that's yeah.
yeah, but I mean, there's some creepy about some of them shows.
I mean, I think me and my sister watched a little bit of Teletubbies, but we were always freaked out about that.
Yeah, it's just
Or,
it's something
like
not right.
even as kids, just kind of making fun of it.
Time for Teletubbies. Time for Teletubbies.
Why is that baby a son?
Yeah.
No,
What did
ba-
they do to that baby?
That baby now has a baby, which is weird.
All right, so
That's life.
Time for Tubby Custard. Time for Tubby Custard.
No.
All right, Texter says, note to self, always check your voice to text before you hit send. Yeah, it's a probably good move, especially if you're sending something to your boss.
And it's
I
an out,
mean,
and you're
yeah.
wanting to buy an Audi.
Yeah, well, or going to buy, vegetables.
Can you rent an Odie?
You can't, but
Because anytime I get vegetables from Audi,
vegetables.
they have stems in them every single time.
What?
Which is why I will not eat vegetables from Audi
Why?
because they have stems in them.
What kind of stems?
He's witnessed it.
What's wrong with stems?
So if we get corn,
Yeah.
I get a stalk. If we get peas, I get some kind of stalk.
At your- at
If
your
we eat
age-
green beans,
At your age, you should be happy about that.
I
but
get
go
some
ahead.
kind of stalk. It's I don't know what I don't know why it is.
Will you stop smacking your chicken on my desk?
Your desk?
Yeah, I'm running the desk, so it's my desk. My desk.
Oh, does she, Dave? Okay. Well, speaking of which,
What?
there's a I was always creeped out by Mr. Rogers. And I've said that before and people have gotten angry with
Who
me.
puts on shoes in the house?
And it's weird. It's just he just always had that creepy kind of voice.
It's a beautiful day. in
So
the
there's a new
neighborhood.
show, and I think it's on Hulu or something coming out where people give these parents are given a videotape. It's kind of like The Ring, except for It is a kid show host who comes out of the TV
Oh God.
and kills the parents
Nice.
and then kidnaps the kids. Was not nice? No. It's validation is what it is.
Mhm.
Other people are creeped out by that kind of stuff like Mr.
Mhm.
Rogers, like I
Meanwhile,
was.
Dad's just like, I knew it.
Yeah, see, that's what I always thought. That's why I didn't watch that stuff, and I didn't let them watch it.
Yeah.
Barney's okay. Okay.
Hi, kids.
Yeah, Barney's okay and we spoke to the voice of Barney.
Yeah, we interviewed Barney.
Yeah. So Barney's okay, except for the 9 Inch Nails version that I played one time.
I'm just so glad you said nails, but go on anyway. Barney.
Let's not unpack
I'm
that.
just,
Let's take
I-
that. Let's,
I don't
let's
get
scoop
it.
That under
No.
where I
how
belong.
about I press this button and then we do this a little bit.
All right, we're going to go to break, but as we go to break, there was one last thing I wanted to ask Odie.
Go on.
Can you preview Sunday night with Odie Fitzgerald?
What?
What are you going to be? What are you going to have on
All
show
right.
tomorrow?
I'm
not asking you to Donald Duck. Not that kind of preview. What's going to be on your show tomorrow? Can you give an example? Do you have any guests?
No.
Why should they tune in tomorrow night? You should tune in tomorrow night, 8 to 10, right here on News Talk 98.9 for Sunday Nights with Odie Fitzgerald. It's a wonderful program, I'm told, and Odie's on it.
It's politics.
And other stuff. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. What's wrong with you, man?
You missed this.
Oh, I'm just hyper tonight for some reason. I think it's being back in this kind of
Fun.
I interviewed.
Being fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
fun. You know, when you're not in fun and then you come into fun and then it takes you a while to get there and then you realize I'm in fun. So I think I'll have fun in fun.
You're welcome for the dopamine.
I'm always a bit of a dope. Fiber Dave, yes, I will.
Listen, Dave, I mean, from all accounts, Fred Rogers was an awesome dude, but he still creeped me out. You know, there are some people, I probably creep some people out, and maybe sometimes on purpose. Odie may creep some people. All right, Odie does creep some people
There's no
out.
May.
Yeah. But Mr. Rogers always creeped me out, and I prefer Captain Kangaroo. Captain Kangaroo was not creepy. What is the morning show that you guys had over there? Did you have anything for kids?
Everything was brought in from America.
Really?
Oh no, we had Zig and Zag.
Zig and Zag. What was that?
They were puppets.
Okay. They creepy like what's that one creepy
No,
thing?
they were funny. They were funny as all get out, but because they were just silly.
What were those puppets that were on Santa Claus? And they're real famous puppets. And I can't remember what they were called. Really old puppets.
I don't know. Oh, Punch and Judy.
Yeah.
They were creepy.
Yeah.
No, Zig and
was it
Zag.
like
Zig and Zag were like Muppets. They were as
okay.
big as Oscar the Grouch and kind of.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
they were from Zog. Zig and Zag from Zog. They had a puppy called Zuppy. And
That sounds cool.
it was
It
pretty
doesn't
cool.
sound creepy like Mr. Rogers.
No, it was cool. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Captain Kangaroo had a rabbit on the show that wore glasses and reminded me of my papaw. Because my papaw had glasses like the rabbit on Captain Kangaroo. When you're a little kid, that's what you think of. Papaw's glasses. I mean, you know.
I never saw Captain Kangaroo. All I know is the only way I know.
Hey, Captain Kangaroo's hairstyle is like might be something that a certain presidential candidate has. I'm just saying. Look up Captain Kangaroo. Although I think he had cowlicks, so I definitely understand. When you have cowlicks, there's not a lot you can do with your hair when you got cowlicks, unless you grow it really long like me. I killed the cowlicks. I don't know if you knew this, but armadillos keep digging.
Captain
Oh, in
Kangaroo
my
looks like an
backyard.
Irish comedian.
He always had a smirk on his face, like he knew a joke and nobody would know, and he just wasn't telling it. And there was Mr. Green Jeans. And guess what? Guess what Mr. Green Jeans did?
He was
He wore green jeans.
yeah.
And then there was Painter the Painter. Oh man, he's got sacked by his own guy. That's not good.
Put Captain Kangaroo's hair on him.
On who?
On this guy. On that picture specifically.
Oh, you need to see it. Yeah. I mean, I think that was his real hair. Pretty sure it was.
That's an Irish. I know him really well. He's an Irish comedian.
Uh-huh.
and he just
Oh
looks.
yeah, you've let us hear him before, I believe.
I know it's a different fella, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they all look alike. Come back with
It's there. Oh no, it's not.
AI Takeover.
Are you sure, Odie?
Told me something about my love life that I needed to hear.
La 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 la. Yankee, go home.
This is why you should put your stuff in order, which I did not. I don't see the story, but that's okay.
Love to. How about global thermonuclear war?
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
You wanted to know what the Matrix is, Neo?
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel,
The red pill and the blue pill.
what you can
I was
taste and
going to
see,
the
then
right.
real
Oh,
is
okay.
simply electrical signals
What?
interpreted by your brain.
3 billion human lives ended. The survivors of the nuclear fire called the war Judgment Day. They lived only to face a new nightmare, the war against the machines.
All right, time for AI Takeover. Before we get to that, a couple of texts and mentions on the stream. Mentions. Let me get to them to the text line. Text line 71307. By the way, if you want to send us a text.
My mama said.
Texter writes, "I watched Captain Kangaroo when I was little."
Yeah.
See, someone else in my age group. Let's see. Dave says, Viper Dave says, "Is it hunting season?
Yes, it is.
I now have 3 deer, a female deer, walking in my front yard."
Ray, drop a golden sun.
Yeah.
Don't spotlight them. Don't.
What's that mean?
Yeah, you don't want to know.
What is spotlighting? Oh, so you scare them so then you can shoot them? That's not sporting, is it?
No.
Okay. All right.
When the sun goes down, that's when you got to stop hunting. So
I thought most people hunt in the dark.
No, you can hunt coyotes and you can hunt boar and you can hunt vermin after dark, but you cannot hunt the deer after the dark. You've got 30 minutes after sunset, and after that, it's no more bang bang. Otherwise, Mr. Green Jeans comes along and says, "No, you ain't supposed to do that, Sean." And that's what you.
All right, Dave says, and I agree with him. The sun is up somewhere, probably. I mean, is it maybe in Japan?
Always
Somewhere?
Yeah.
Well, you know
The
sun will
sun's
come
not
out
up in
tomorrow.
Ireland. We know what time it is in Ireland.
Yeah. Well, it's
like what, 11:24 or is it 12:24?
Yeah, it's 13:24.
Stop with your military time. They don't use military time in Ireland.
We do, except we call it old military time. The sun is actually up now as we speak. Could be rising in the land of G'day, mate.
Australia,
mate.
penal colony. All right, so
Palms.
The AI Takeover music is played because 3 Mile Island is being reopened. Turning on one of their reactors. And here's the reason why, even though I didn't print the story out, I remember the story. It's going to fuel AI. That's the reason why they're bringing it on, because the demand for AI is so great across the world that they have to fuel AI. And they're not saying which Microsoft is doing this, so they're not saying which part of Microsoft is being fueled by turning 3 Mile Island back on. And in case you're a youngin' and you don't know about 3 Mile Island, it melted down, and it was bad. Here in 1978, I believe, and I was a little kid, and I thought the world was going to end because of that, and they made it sound like it was going to.
So here's the thing, right? The people that work in Microsoft are probably engineers, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, probably,
right? Probably,
yeah, maybe.
Like, engineers are kind of geeky. They're kind of nerdy.
Nuh-uh.
A little bit.
No.
A little bit.
No.
I mean,
no.
You know two of them. You know two of them
No.
personally, and you're not looking at any two in particular.
No, I'm not.
And so therefore, engineers probably would have watched The Terminator.
Which one?
But all 17 of them.
Any of them.
However
Okay.
many there is now.
All right, Terminator Zero, really good. By the way.
Did they
Check it out.
never, in the back of their brain cells, and which they'd have a lot. Engineers are kind of intelligent. And would you stop smacking your chicken? It's the kind of thing they did not ever think at one stage. This could turn into the Terminator.
This has been my my sermon from the mount the entire time. It's come on, guys, stop doing this.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this legitimately is the reason why they're turning one of the nuclear reactors on, because there's a power shortage in America. We can get all into that. It's been discussed on many fine programs, probably even will be discussed on that wonderful program Sunday nights with Odie Fitzgerald.
Certainly will.
But here's the thing. So they're turning it on because of the demand for AI. So what happens is that's not enough.
Exactly.
Well, let's turn another one on to fuel AI.
No, because the AI.
Is
Yeah.
maybe not taking over in the way that you think I'm talking about, but it is taking over. And to a degree, it's making some things better, but it's also making some people lazy. And so all the things that are feared about Skynet are coming to fruition.
Yes, they are.
They really are. And that is the scary part.
The AI is going to be sitting there and it's going to be like, lads, I could do with a bit more power. Sure, look it. I'll take this bit here.
Yeah, because they will eventually, if not already, make it to where it will decide where it needs to pull power from, and it will decide, you know what, that neighborhood out in the boonies, they don't need power right now.
Need the power.
I need the power. And so they start taking it away. And the eventuality, when they realize that the grid is not a feasible source of electricity, we've seen this happen in the Matrix. Humans are.
Yep. I am a battery. I am a battery. That's the new song. It's not Passenger anymore. Iggy Pop.
Wonder what the classifications would be for human batteries.
I want to know
how we have classifications for
What you want to know if it's a AAA or
what would I be?
Some people are a double D.
I like that one. But when they were making the batteries and they were like, okay, we're going to call this one a AAA. It's one of the smallest ones. What do we call this one? A AA. Okay, that's fair enough. What about this one? A D battery.
See, I wonder what went into the naming of that. There's probably some scientific reason why they did all that.
Well,
and which battery was created first? I bet it was a 12 volt.
It could have been. But the other thing is, it was the same thing when they were doing vitamins. Yes, I said vitamins, not vitamins. Like they started and say, oh, let's vitamin B, and let's have vitamin B1, B2, B12, and then all of a sudden this started running out of vitamins, and they only got up as far as B. And
wait. Do you actually call them vitamins in Ireland?
Yeah, vitamins.
It's not. How do you really pronounce it? In
vitamins. We call them vitamins.
Thank you. I'm just curious. If that's so. How long did it take you to call it vitamin?
About the same length of time as aluminum.
Okay. All right.
See, there's a little bit of backstory about this.
I appreciate your assimilation.
Yeah. Well, slowly but surely, we're correcting you.
We as we do every Saturday night, we went for food before the show to have our pre-show preamble. That's what we like to call it. And as we were coming back, we saw Aldi. Right? Except it was Lidl. Because Lidl and Aldi are the same places, except they're not. And then when I said...
I've never been in a Lidl before.
Yeah, what's a Lidl?
Yeah, and I said it's Aldi. And then the two guys, Cameron...
No. There was no L in there. It was Aldi.
It was Aldi.
You're saying it different now.
Aldi.
You said Aldi.
You said Aldi.
You say Aldi. I say Aldi. Anyway.
I like how this revisionist history, that L just suddenly made its way in there when it was not in there on the way.
Yeah, he should never be allowed to tell the stories which involve
the story.
us.
Listen, no, I was there, man. And then we went on to say, hey, Odie, how do you pronounce that, that substance that keeps food fresh that isn't Tupperware? Well, how do you pronounce that? The shiny metal thing? And I said tinfoil. And they're like, no. Yeah, the other word. How would you pronounce the other word that is? And I said, what? Aluminium foil. To which the car on one half of it fell over laughing because it was laughing that hard.
I like how in his mind we're just
No, I like the pronunciation of aluminium. It makes it sound complex and scientific. Whereas aluminum just sounds like it was created in Kentucky.
Do you reckon it's like you could be on the X-Men like give me the vial of aluminium? It sounds. It's like adamantium.
Whereas give me the aluminum, you say, yeah, it's
Hey,
it's
hey,
on
Dad.
top of the stove.
Can you give me the aluminum? Is it melted quite right yet?
We're gonna bind his skeleton to vibranium, baby.
All right,
We're gonna make him Weapon X.
we are going to take a break, and I just want to warn you that AI is taking over, whether you know it or not. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of aluminium.
You know, the more AI takeover I see, and the more I see how this progresses, I think we're going cyberpunk.
Maybe.
I don't think we're going Terminator. I think we're going cyberpunk, which
Exactly, David. It only takes one bad engineer. That's been the argument of Tim and Rob and all. You know, it's input.
All it takes is one bad person to screw
but
everything up.
There's some bad people. There are.
I don't know if you know this, but evil exists, people.
It does.
Yes, I do. I mean, it does.
What?
What?
Say it's sitting right there behind the board. Easy. Although I do have to say, I like the AI versions because of like Thundercats and stuff like that. Have you seen any of that?
Yes,
Those are wild.
they're different.
There's a character called Evelyn. That's why that made me think
As if Lynn wasn't good enough.
Come back with
I'll be evil, Lynn.
Roundtable.
Where is it?
I hope you don't find it. Been a clean night for Odie. Why does this commercial play so much during this show?
I don't know.
Does it play this much during the week? I'm like over there during the week. It don't play over there.
It plays a lot on my show.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it follows all of us.
You know what it is? I think Jim goes, you know what? I'm just going to put it all on the week.
Can I put Southern Psychics on tomorrow night?
I don't care.
Okay.
But I'm not the person that you need to worry about. Even though I wrote it, we put it together, and so I don't have I'm giving you my permission
Okay.
as the creator
There you go.
of said thing.
There's only one
Yes.
segment that might be a problem.
Why? What segment?
No, it's a paid for spot, Dave. And I know there are complaints about it playing during the week too. It is catchy though. It is really catchy.
Greatest jingle I ever came up with.
Back in
Yes.
Russia.
Hi, Alexei, former KGB agent, now jingle maker for various American companies. Oh, the kids will really like this one. It's just, I swear, if that
That just
ever
makes me
is a
want to.
thing-
We got to do some more psychic stuff.
I think we do.
Does it?
But I already
Do we
know that
do we
we're
do
gonna-
in more southern psychics or do we do
We should do
other
Irish
countries?
Psychics. We should do Irish Psychics.
Okay, well I'm not sure that's safe for air.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Well, go over there to Mullingar and take a show over by that.
How
stuff.
about we'd have some Irish psychos on the radio right now? I mean, psychics.
It's a difference.
Was there? I don't know.
I'd imagine if you were psychic, you don't have like the most stable of mental. Like, think about it. If you could actually read other people's thoughts or like see into the
No, I don't want
read my
that would
mind,
mess with
love.
you so bad.
Yeah, because I find out how many people really hate me, and I don't. I mean, I already believe that, but then I'd actually be able to see
So
it.
you know,
Yeah.
What a tale.
I wouldn't make it
my
to dirt.
thoughts would tell.
We love that song, by the way.
Just
There's-
like an old time movie, like a ghost in a wishing.
every good
These
trip
things-
starts
these-
with Gordon Lightfoot.
Yes. Every time we go on a trip, I play a little Gordon Lightfoot.
Somehow it either finds us or Dad finds it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it just pops.
It
on.
just pops on my Spotify.
Did you ever talk about my uncle Edmund?
No. It was a fat chip.
He was. Legend lives on like the Chippewa down.
It's such a sad song. I mean, there's something about the music in that just it's very stirring. It really is. As a little kid, I didn't really get it
It's like a cup of
till
tea.
later on, but it was like, oh, okay, so everyone died.
Yeah.
All right. All right, welcome into the Nerd Roundtable. Not as round because Matthew left. Because I mean, it could be four corners, but it could also be circles. So now it's like an ellipse.
I mean, it could still be a triangle within a circle.
I have never said the word ellipse on the air, as far as I know, and I try to do that. I try to say words I haven't said before. And ellipse is a word I want to use.
Yeah, you know a word I've never said on air.
Yeah, and you're not.
Stop.
Just say it.
Yeah, there's quite a few, and we've
That
heard them off the air. And no, thank you. All right, we're not going to go into great detail about this, but I just want to talk about one particular prediction. There is a self-proclaimed time traveler who claims to know the exact date aliens will make contact, and it's 3 days from now.
Pretty soon.
So yeah, it's 3 days. So Monday is when the aliens are supposedly going to make contact. And my question for Cameron first, and for the listener, by the way, text line 71307 or Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch at 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. When the aliens arrive Monday, will they come in peace, Cameron?
Probably not. I'd imagine they've just gotten tired of things like, you know what, they haven't wiped themselves out yet. Let's just do it now.
All right, Odie, will they come in peace?
Well, I'll tell you one thing: if me and Bill Frady have anything to do with it, they'll have a lot of pieces.
Okay, there we go. I will say this. I will say they've been trying to terraform the earth for quite some time. It has not worked. And because of God-fearing Americans who said that we're going to do things our way, screw you, world. And so when the aliens come, they're going to go, oh, I can't live there. And then they're just going to go away.
You guys use your hands to do that? That's disgusting. I'm not staying there.
He's talking about eating pizza.
Eating pizza.
He's talking about eating pizza,
No,
which he doesn't do.
No.
He uses a fork.
I use a fork.
It's
And
just it's so weird. It's so weird. It's very odd.
By the way, I like the idea.
European.
There's somebody on Reddit who floated the idea.
Did you say you were Ethiopian?
I said European.
Oh, European. Okay.
I'm not a pirate.
Okay, all right. You said you were a pirate earlier.
Yeah, but not from Somalia.
Okay, all right.
Somali pirates.
Well, you could have transplanted there.
This is my ship now.
Okay, is that what Somalis?
This is
sound
Odie.
like?
He is new on the crew.
By the way, South Carolina scored another touchdown.
I am Captain No.
I like
You're Captain No.
I am Captain Now.
I like to think that the aliens see us as like we see orcs in like in Warhammer 40K.
Big
like,
and hairy.
These guys are insane.
Let's hope not.
It's not.
These guys.
No, as in like we don't want to mess with them. Let's
All
just
right.
leave it alone.
All right, so because this is a roundtable, I am curious. So if you knew for sure, like this time traveler guy seems to know, if you knew that aliens arrived Monday and you knew the exact date, so let's say, time.
Yeah.
Let's say Monday at 12:35 p.m. So you know Eastern Standard Time, by the way.
Yeah.
So you knew the aliens are arriving Monday, 12:35 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time. What are you doing to prepare?
Telling people.
Yeah.
And
are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you going to be walking around with a sandwich board?
And I'd be
I
prepping.
mean, okay, that's what I'm wanting to know.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
no, I'd be
prepping in what way?
bullets.
Ah, okay. All right.
Nothing says we're friendly like an AK-47.
Does it? Well, I guess
Not
it
really.
depends
No,
on
not really.
who you are.
Yeah.
So Cameron, how would you prepare if you knew that Monday at 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the aliens were arriving?
EST.
Well, 3 days is not enough time for a counterattack, in my opinion.
You can count on my attack.
Just basically hole up somewhere and let things settle down so I can figure out what to do.
Ooh, so Mark has a theory that aliens will probably claim they're our creators, like the Spaniards and Portuguese claimed they were gods when interacting with the Mayans and Aztecs.
Viper Dave, I believe, has the most powerful of responses. Going outside with just my motorcycle jacket and shoes on and nothing else. Let's all Donald Duck the aliens.
Yeah, there we go.
We will all Donald Duck the aliens.
We're Donald Duck and the aliens. And dadgum, they're gonna go away.
They're all gonna go like, my eyes. Oh, it's so hideous. And
Here's what I will do. While Donald Ducking, I will say, armadillos keep digging holes in my backyard.
In my backyard.
Finally, we have decoded all of your languages, and all we have to say is, good luck. We don't want anything to do with any of you.
Yeah, I am curious.
Also,
I mean,
why would a time traveler come back in time to warn us about something
and still be here?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It'd still be
Dude,
here.
if it's so bad, why are you here?
Unless
Also-
he read in the history books that this was the day that he died. So he's coming back to fulfill history.
A long time ago. I can still remember that music used to be. Here's the thing, right? Now, maybe.
Are you the Big Bopper?
Yeah. I am in a room surrounded by nerds. And I want to know.
You're not really surrounded. We're like
Yeah,
across the room from you.
I want to
We
know.
can surround you right now if you want.
Yeah, we could do
We
that.
can come right over there and surround you. Do you really want to be surrounded?
No. When
I'll bring my ticket.
You broke him. You broke him. So
when Marty went back to 1885, right, and he damaged the DeLorean, okay, why could they not just
They
take?
didn't have no gas.
No, yeah, but why did he not just take the parts off the other DeLorean that was put into storage, of which the doc could have fixed in 1955? The parts would have been there, left a note on it. By the way, when Marty goes back in time, he busts the fuel line in which we destroy the
All right,
carburetor.
it's an easy answer. But because he never saw Bill and Ted.
Oh, bogus, man.
That's why. Because that's what Bill. Ted, remember the trash can. Yeah. So I mean, which is the one part I don't get. Because who dropped the trash can?
I did.
I guess they did. I guess
Marty
But
did.
where were they when they dropped the trash can? I don't know.
Above him in the roof.
This is Deputy Van Halen back at the station. If you want your keys.
See, time travel movies just hurt my brain bone, and I'm just kind of like, oh, why is it happening?
By the way, Terminator Zero explains when
Where is it? Is it on Netflix or something?
yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's animated and but it's very good. It really is a storytelling and everything. But how they explain it, they have someone explaining that when you go back in time, which we've discussed many times in movies, is once you go back in time, the timeline you're in now no longer exists. You're creating a new timeline.
Yes.
And that there are many timelines because they
alternate.
even talk about in that show how many times they send people back and how it alters the timeline.
Alternate timeline.
Yeah,
Yes.
multiverse theory is like the only thing that really makes sense.
What's the club or the group or the whatever that?
Flat Earthers.
No,
Time variance authority.
that's the TVA.
Yes.
The TV.
What about it?
Did you ever see Deadpool?
I didn't know.
Did you have a point?
No.
Okay.
I watched. They were in Loki, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Yes.
They were.
Wow.
I'm not being mean about
Yeah,
that.
so, I
But
mean,
I was curious.
Wow.
Yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Also, he was
know
a
what you're
really
doing.
good character in that show.
Wow. Thanks, man.
Yeah, but see, you can relate because you've actually ridden the Sea-Doo or whatever that is. The
Jet ski.
jet ski, yeah. Sea-Doo is a brand.
Yeah.
So when I think jet ski, I think Sea-Doo.
Wow.
Just like
Tractors and John Deere.
or Frigidaire and refrigerators.
If it's not red, leave it in the
Because
shed.
my mama always said, check the Frigidaire.
Yeah. Well, we do that in Ireland. We call all 4-wheel drive vehicles Jeeps.
Okay, even though some of them are like Fords and Chevys
Yeah,
and stuff.
They're all Jeeps. Oh, look at the size of your man's Jeep. What is it? Oh, it's a Nissan. It's an Audi.
All right, Batman Ninja versus Yakuza. The Yakuza League has been released a new trailer. It looks wicked. You guys need to check it out. They'll be getting an English dub eventually, supposedly, but right now we don't know when that's out. But it's got 3 Robins and Red Hood and Nightwing, or 2 Robins and Red. Anyway, it's got all those guys, and they're fighting the Yakuza.
Which happens to be the Justice League.
Okay, why you got to spoil,
Well,
dude?
you got to ruin it, man.
Yeah.
It's in the trailer.
It is
Yeah,
in the
it's
trailer.
not-
So the Yakuza are actually the Justice
Is it
League.
not Yakuza?
It's whatever I say it is, man.
Okay.
Yakuza.
It's a Yakuza.
That sounds like a yak that's Kuza. Yak. Yak.
All right, first of all, that's not what a yak sounds
It
like.
is. That is the mating call of the Western Siberian male yak.
How can you be okay? Fine. Yeah, you probably need to get that ready.
Would you like me to take care of this?
No.
All right, theater owners plan to spend $2.2 billion to modernize and upgrade movie-going experiences. What would they have to do to bring you there? So what they're trying to do is they're going to get more comfortable seating,
Yeah.
better food choices,
Yeah.
alcohol,
Eh.
and pickleball courts, apparently.
Why pickleball?
I don't know
courts?
because it's
What's
popular.
with the obsession with pickleball?
All right, here's my
It's old people
here's-
tennis.
Exactly. You know what old people have?
Money.
Money. That's what they have. No, pickleball and pickles don't have anything to do with each other.
Why?
I don't know. I guess you could eat a pickle while playing pickleball.
I don't want.
No. Listen, you're pickleball age. You are.
You're prime pickleball.
Yeah, you are.
You
You definitely are. You're pickable. If you're eligible for AARP, you're eligible for pickleball.
What's AARP?
You don't know what AARP is?
No.
Haven't you gotten it in the mail yet?
No.
No, he probably get. Yeah.
Is that where they put a scope up your
No, that's colonoscopy. Yeah. So AARP, you start getting those probably between 35 and 40. You start get it's an old people's magazine. They also have discounts and stuff and things for old people.
No.
I bet they don't know your age. I bet that's what it is.
Maybe not.
He's a mystery.
I don't know.
Dave says the armadillos destroyed his pickleball court. Yeah, they'll do that.
They will.
Those dadgum armadillos.
And Mark says he's old and broke. I can relate to that. We're gonna take a break. When we get back, we're gonna hit the lightning round and talk about some things. We got some things. We're gonna talk about those things. When the lightning
some air
strikes.
fresheners.
Yeah. It's
all
a sea breeze.
Let's all Donald Duck.
You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of Carolina.
Relax.
Very relaxed. Odie, how do you say that word that Texas say it? Caramel. Do you really say caramel?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
So weird, man.
No, I think it depends on what it's talking about. I'll go caramel if I'm in Clinton. I would go caramel if I'm in some of the snootier parts of Spartanburg. Excuse me, can you hand me the caramel
Do you have
like
any
a
grey?
for Halloween?
Do you have any grey poupon?
I will have some
That's a good
caramel.
point. That's a good point, Texter. If they were evil, they wouldn't make contact. They would just, unless they like playing with the food. I mean,
How do you know we're food, though?
Hello, humans. We are here to exterminate you all. We just wanted to make sure.
They all
in the
sound like
custom of
Matthew going, hello, human.
Hello, humans. We are here in the traditional custom of the Globons to.
They could use us as like.
I don't want to be used.
Yeah.
No.
What? You okay? You all right? You had some sort of
No, just-
you had some sort of negative spasm. I don't know what that was.
I did. I had a flashback.
It was chicken related, whatever it was. That was weird.
It was Pappy. It was Pappy just screaming out. No.
I am so on vacation.
By the way, if we're trying to guess which species it is and which one we'd want it to be, I really want it to
Green
be
ones!
Sorry, they're blue, but don't worry.
Yeah.
Are they the ones with the big long yolks?
No, those are Twi'leks, but I would also be down for that too.
Yeah. Especially if they look like, what's her name?
Any of them,
Ahsoka?
Yeah.
No, not Ahsoka.
She was a
yeah,
Togruta.
she was a Togruta, yeah.
Ahsoka's boss.
Ayla Secura?
Ewan McGregor's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mary
yeah.
Elizabeth.
That's the one.
Yeah.
She was green.
Ramona.
She was green and she wore them britches.
Ramona. Yeah. There you go, Dave. Bob's. Definitely Bob's.
Yes! I like tree. I like tree bobs.
Down, boy.
Tree bobs. Bob, barang.
Excuse me. I'm here for the triple Roberts.
Huh.
You got some triple rabbits? I like triple rabbits.
Yes, I am willing to pay extra.
If you haven't been watching the show tonight, we've lost it completely.
Nope. We know exactly where it is.
Yeah, but we don't want to touch it. Don't want to touch it. I know where it's been.
Deep down in a place called Erebus.
Oh, man.
It's down in the
Fuck that
annals
ball.
of victory.
Tag on it. Akron just scored a touchdown.
You often live in the
Stinking
annals,
zips,
don't you,
man.
Odie?
I like it down in the annals of history.
Stinking zips.
I've been to the annals and back.
Haven't we all?
The show's been exhausting. I'm tired.
Yeah,
that's
same.
That's all. I'm not quite dirt, but I'm tired.
I like how that's a new.
Hey, you know.
All right.
Yeah, but she
if
wasn't.
if we were to theme this show, it would be dirt, chicken, and Donald Duck. That would be, yes.
The girl with the 3 Roberts, she wasn't an alien.
She was a mutant.
Yeah.
But I think she was a native from Mars, which would make her an alien.
Okay.
Not to Mars. Not to Mars.
No.
Well, technically, she'd be Martian.
Right. So, and they were on Mars, so she would be native. So the humans that were there would be the aliens.
Yeah, true.
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
All right, it is lightning round time where we squeeze in as many things as we possibly can, including something that Odie has dreamt of for many, many years since he was a wee lad in the Emerald Peninsula.
3 Roberts.
A 10-pound cinnamon roll.
What's a cinnamon roll?
You don't know? Wait. No, you're joking, right? You
No.
don't. Why are you turning the music down? It stays up behind us.
Because it got.
That's noobable.
No, because it got. Watch, it gets. You didn't do it. Dun, dun, dun.
That's a good compliment.
Yeah.
That actually works for me. I'm good with that. Okay.
You never let me dun dun because you were like, oh, why are you not conforming to
Right.
my?
How come when everyone talks like me, supposedly, I sound really dumb? That just really hurts. That's almost like laughing at Oz Cobb. You don't do that. Anyway, a small town restaurant in Washington State has gone viral. He got it. A small town restaurant in Washington State has gone viral after a customer posted a video that shows one of its most uncommon menu items, a 10-pound cinnamon roll. The clip of the cinnamon roll, which is sold by Stuffy's Restaurant in Longview, has garnered approximately 10 million views since it was posted. Could you eat a 10-pound cinnamon roll, Cameron?
How do you spell cinnamon?
I'll die trying.
You really?
Yeah.
English is a
It's not an S? You really think cinnamon starts with an S?
Cinnamon. C.
Dude, it's
it's
a spice.
CINNAMON.
There you go. You really don't know what a cinnamon roll is?
No,
okay,
never had 'em.
we have cultural differences here.
Somebody stole your sweet roll.
I bet it's probably called something else. Yeah.
It's called a leprechaun dream.
Well, 10 pounds, yeah, they could eat on that for a year.
Yeah, of course it could.
Have you looked up a cinnamon roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had a cinnamon roll before?
Nope, never had a
Oh
cinnamon
my
roll.
gosh. Odie is text line 71307 or on stream, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Where are the best cinnamon rolls in the upstate area? Because we're going to get Odie a cinnamon roll next Saturday.
That's a quest.
Is it? It is. Cinnabon. Are there Cinnabons around here?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe so. So where's the best place to get Odie a cinnamon roll? Because he says he's never had one. Sounds like he just wants free food, but it works.
Never had one.
It works. You've never had a cinnamon?
Never. Dave says Cinnabon.
Yeah, I just we'll be after the show. We'll look it up unless you guys know. Is there one in the Greenville area? Something within driving distance to.
What are they saying?
Yeah, you can make them, but it would be Pillsbury, and it's not the same as buying one.
I love the way Elizabeth came on and say, "Y'all have to buy that man a cinnamon roll."
We do. I'm willing to buy you a cinnamon roll since you've never had one.
Had a cinnamon
I
roll.
am completely. Are you shocked? I'm shocked. Out of all the things that have happened today, and there's been quite a bit that's happened today.
A lot of things have transpired.
The no cinnamon roll is a shock. It really is.
You know, there's been ducks and chickens and lots of stuff has happened today, but I think cinnamon rolls takes the biscuit, except it's a roll.
You mean a cookie? in
Yeah,
your
a biscuit's
case?
a cookie for you.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, but anyway, cinnamon roll.
Biscuits.
The cinnamon roll. It has icing on it. It has icing on it. You know what icing is, right?
Yeah.
It's normally on cakes, but this guy
cold.
is
It's
on
cold.
cinnamon. It's like swirled on the cinnamon roll, and it's hot. And it's gooey.
If I had
and
a
it's
cricket
sweet.
noise, I'd make it.
Why? Because none of that's appetizing to you.
Well, it is, but I don't know what it is. So
You don't know what cinnamon is?
I know what cinnamon
no
is.
imagination, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I think I
painting
was.
you a picture with
I
words.
painted a beautiful picture of cinnamon roll.
you hourly chastised me into wanting.
Daggone it! Is there a Cinnabon open after 9 o'clock? We're going tonight. I mean, we have an oven downstairs. We can go get some Pillsbury and then come back and just bake them in the oven.
I was not expecting today to turn
You
out
know,
the way it has.
I get home late and my wife says, "Odie, why? Did you show run over?" No, I had a cinnamon roll.
Well, I can't believe she hasn't. Oh, hey, what mall has? We're going to the mall. That's what we're doing.
To the mall.
You know what we'll do? We'll eat at the Cheesecake Factory. Then we'll go over to Cinnabon. Or maybe we'll eat at the restaurant there, the hamburger place.
Marks?
Yeah,
Hamburger.
Real Marks. Real
Okay.
Marks.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the text 71307, what does Odie call a biscuit? I don't know what biscuits you're on about. Are you on about the biscuits, the breakfast biscuits? I call them biscuits. Or if you're on about the chocolate chip cookies, I call them biscuits as well.
Why are they both biscuits?
And an Oreo is a biscuit.
That's very confusing.
That's a very inefficient.
Oh,
way
that
to say
reminds
things.
me. Oh, we didn't do the taste test for him.
What was the Oreo
We
taste?
did not.
It was an Oreo one, wasn't it? I did. The sweet and sour Oreos.
No.
Oh, we're gonna keep talking real quick, Odie.
Okay,
Well,
well, you've
Dad
got
goes-
like a minute.
He's got to move fast, and I don't think he can.
But see, I don't see why everybody's. I mean, like I've heard about cinnamon rolls. Like they say, people looks like a cinnamon roll could kill you. Looks like they could kill you is a cinnamon roll.
Yeah,
I don't really know what that's all about. I'm just
you
a
have
guy.
no point of reference for that. It's
I
just
have
like,
absolutely no point of
listen,
reference.
cinnamon rolls.
Sim-
Good, they're
s-
delightful.
It may be so, but biscuits are biscuits and cinnamon rolls are cinnamon rolls.
She gave
And-
me Walter.
I don't know why.
Sanctuary.
Lonzo's after just coming running back in.
Why are you quoting Quasimodo?
You didn't see how I was running.
What
My
the?
leg doesn't
Up
work.
all night.
Yes,
Hand of
yes.
leprechauns.
You've got time. You've got time.
Back it up, and Odie.
I've just been handed a red and brown biscuit with white in the middle.
That's a.
Oh man, he didn't take a
Coca-Cola
bite.
Oreo.
He's like,
good. Well,
really? You like it?
Okay.
You and Rob Brown, the only two people who like him.
I was okay with it.
All right, now you gotta try this.
My mouth is full.
Yeah, he is now tasting Coca-Cola Oreo or Oreo
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero, yeah.
I've died and gone to diabetes heaven.
Except for it's Coke Zero, so there's no sugar.
no
in
sugar.
there. So,
Okay.
so anyway,
That'll be something else you're dying.
so disappointed I
should
ran
put
down
this
the
over
hall
here
for
'cause I'm not
that.
supposed to have it beside the desk.
Yeah, you should do that. All
These
right.
Oreos are nice though. I'm keeping them.
No, you're not. I need those back.
No, mine no.
No, I will
All
fight
right.
you with my chicken.
That's
Absolutely.
A very flaccid thing to say to me in this hour of the evening.
No, it's not. He is standing at attention.
Flaccidus.
Flaccidus. Speaking of that sort of thing, more than 200 years after his death, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Amadeus
Knew very well.
Amadeus is poised to make a comeback after a previously unheard song he wrote was discovered in a German library. The 12-minute Ganz Kling Nachts Musik, which was found in Leipzig Municipal Library, comprises 7 movements for a string trio, officials say, and it's going to be coming out soon. All right, thank you for tuning in to the Upstate Pulse.
I had a movement.
We want you to, someone's got to clean that up. Thank you for, do not Donald Duck, people. That's all I'm saying.
Do it.
Good night, everybody.
Quack, quack.
Do not Donald Duck.
That was the most fun I've had
That's-
with my
that's-
clothes on.
That's a lot of movements, Dave. Sounds like you might have taken some Dukalax.
Dukalax. It doesn't make you go, just makes it easier to go.
Exactly. Thank you, Mark. We appreciate you saying something that's not really true.
I think it is.
IBS
We had a
does.
fan-
No, it's
we had a
noisy and
fantastic
smelly.
show.
Is what it
We had a
is.
fantastic show tonight.
All right. Sometimes we have bad shows. Not really. A bad show for us is a great show for everyone else. That's just how it works. Look at that dude's hair on that. And look, he's eating Oreos.
that's what I
Look
wanted
at his
to-
hair. Dang on it. Every time I say look at his hair, he
Yeah,
can't.
they cut away.
Yeah.
That's one thing I want to, and I'll talk about it here. Do you remember when we went bowling 2 weeks ago or whenever it was last week?
Yeah, I'm still recovering.
But yeah, so am I.
Yourselves.
But here's the thing.
Because we bowled 6 games.
We did.
I mean, we should not have done that.
But here's the thing, and I
We're
thought
not
it was
quite
the-
dirt, but
the
that put us
funniest-
near it.
I thought it was the funniest thing that happened on that day. So there was me and you and Rob and Cody and
Cole
and Diesel,
Greg.
Yes. And we were pretty throwing them balls as hard as we could down the aisle or alley or whatever you want to call it. And they're making loud noise. And then you look one line over and there's Tara and she's just daintily, just lovely rolling the ball down, and all of a sudden all the pins fall over, and we're like, how's she doing now? We were all like, yeah, manly sports, throw down.
Here's the thing. I want to do well, and I did okay. But I just want the sensation of throwing something as hard as I can and watching something explode afterwards and not getting in trouble for it.
I always imagine the pins are screaming.
You let an Irish guy beat you in the first game.
I did, but that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, afterwards.
That's all that counts, man.
Yeah. Well, okay. Thank you, Mark Ryan. That's the way he works too.
You did not just.
Well, that's what he did. I beat you. No, you beat me in the first game. That's it. It's over. I beat you. It's like, dude, it was the first game.
No, well, then I shall retract my statement.
Okay, because I always have a warm-up game, and that was it.
But in the game of endurance, I don't think you have.
At least, unlike Rob Brown, we didn't quit after 2 games.
Yeah.
Speaking of a lack of endurance.
Yeah. Anyway,
I got to 69 and kept going.
We've seen him pretty angry before, so it's just
him doing the Spurrier and throwing his hat.
Yeah, it was very good. All right. Say goodbye, Odie.
Bye, Odie.
And I would say goodbye to everyone. I'm going back on vacation
quack,
now.
Quack, boy.
And the
reason I get to say goodbye.
Okay, say goodbye, Cameron.
Goodbye. Hasta luego.
Reason why I'm here on Saturday when I'm on vacation is the only place I can be almost me. So there's that. All right. Goodbye.